right, guys, 1 minute, 1 minute. We're connected. KG4OXO, standing by for the South Florida Lighting Amateur Radio Club. Audio test, one, two, three.
A ver, estamos saliendo por la red. Oh, yes, okay. Outstanding. Oye, bájale la intensidad del rojo porque está saliendo un poco oscuro ahí. Parece un albanés.
Sorry, Alain, is that to me? And are you watching it on YouTube?
No, ese con el cara gitano. Bueno, go, Alain, see if you can connect on YouTube there. Estaba sacando la pizarra, the regulator, the power supply, see if I can fix this thing. So, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get started. CQ, CQ, CQ. Calling all stations, calling all stations, calling all stations. This is the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club net for Thursday, August 22nd. I'm your net control. Report THM. This is our net and our mini meeting for the week. This is a controlled net, so if you have any traffic, please go through net control. We are on RF 443.300 analog. We are on Zello, and we're also on YouTube. So if you wish to check in through YouTube, just go to youtube.com and look up KG4OXO, Kilo Golf 4, Oscar X-Ray Oscar. That's Jamie. Go to Jamie's channel and click on live, and you'll see the live stream there, and you can check in via YouTube. So you got all your options there. I'm gonna let this drop a second. All right, so we're gonna be taking check-ins via RF, via YouTube, via Zello. Any of the mediums is fine. Whichever one suits you is fine with us. As you are checking in, if you could please go to the YouTube page and take a look at the YouTube page there and let us know if the graphic that you're seeing in the center of the page, if it's usable. The whole purpose is, let's say there's a hurricane coming into town, tropical storm, whatever, and we want to put up a storm track map. You know, don't expect to get like high resolution, huge image, but just enough so that if, let's say, we were to put a storm track map on there, everybody can go on YouTube, even if it's from a mobile device, and they would be able to see it and let us know if it's usable. That's what we want to know when you check in. Let us know if the image is usable, just enough for you to be able to follow along a storm track. Let's say if we're talking about storm preparation for, you know, impending landfall or something like that. Let us know what you think about that idea. So just go to YouTube, KG4OXO live stream, and click on that, and it'll open up. Now, with that said, since Alain opened his mouth, he's our first voluntario. Alain, pick it up. What's going on? Everything good, man. Had a couple of days, afternoon showers. Now it's a little cloudy. And, over here in the North End, beautiful sunsets. Can't complain, man. Life in paradise. K4, KKC, back to net. Well, what about the graphic? Are you able to go on the YouTube stream there and take a look at it? Let us know what you think. Circle back to me. I'm trying to see it on my phone and trying to talk to Zello at the same time. Circle back. All right, will do. Let's see who else is in here on the list. Oh, we got Pedrito. Pedrito, how are you doing?
K4 YKK. I'm doing fine, man. Sitting in front of my computer.
Oye, Pedrito, tengo una pregunta para ti que fuera de interés para el resto de los radioaficionados que hay aquí. Long ago, they used to make beam antennas that they would call a broomstick antenna. Because they would take a broomstick, pero claro, es más fácil con un furring strip, por ejemplo. Y le hacía los barrenitos, y entonces cogía cable de cobre sólido y hacía los elementos, and you can make a beam in an emergency. You could take a piece of wood and solid copper wire and make yourself a beam antenna. Y entonces cogían la madera y le echaban hot paraffin wax, or they would actually melt the wax and dip the wood into it. Do they still sell that kind of wax at woodworking shops and stuff like that? Paraffin wax?
I think they do, because they use that for. Yo estaba usando el otro día mismo, about 2 days ago, porque la mujer mía tiene una máquina de parafina, where you put in the wax and it melts, and you put in your hands and your feet, and it makes it soft, you know, cosa de mujeres. So they still, I guess they still sell that. Es la misma cosa. Yes, que es different places que they sell it, pero lo mismo.
Okay, no, I'm just curious, porque since you do woodworking, you know, I don't know if that still has an application in modern day woodworking, pero antes lo usaban to moisture-proof wood. So these guys would take like a 1x1, and they would do the calculations for a beam antenna y cortaban todos los pedacitos de cobre y le abrían barreno a la madera y metían los pedacitos de cobre. And they would take like maybe a small nail just to lock the thing in place. Y lo que era el boom de la antena lo sellaban con paraffin wax. And it would work. You know, it was like the ultimate poor man's Yagi, but it would work. And it's just one of those old skills, you know. Shit hits the fan, and I have limited resources, you know. Could it still be done? I was just curious about that. Okay. Bueno, moving on down the list. Ahí tenemos Fruto. ZMI. Fruto, are you there? You checking into the net?
KJ4, Zulu, My India, no traffic. ¿Cómo está la cosa, Roberto?
Todo bien por aquí, Fruto. Thank you for checking in. Oye, parece que por ahí, por donde estaba el Sunset Feed, Parece que ya van a empezar a limpiar terreno porque le pusieron tablones ahí a la casa que estaba al lado de Sunset Feed. Parece que se estaban metiendo la gente ahí. So, pretty soon we'll have another 700 townhouses. Fruto, acaba de empaquetar los matules y vete, vete mientras que tú puedes, que yo sé que ya tú tienes opciones. No te quedes aquí, Fruto. No, thank you for the check-in. Vamos a ver, hey, mira, Bullet's here. Vamos a ver si Bullet habla o si Bullet se queda agachado. Bullet, are you there?
Bueller, Bueller.
Le deben de estar cambiando el pumper. Okay, we'll go back to Bullet. Next up on the list, Mr. Bueller there. Jamie, what do you got for the net?
KG4 OXO. Jamie, for ID and for all the sandbaggers. Not much. Tonight, I'm not doing it like did the last few times from a remote location. I'm testing it at home. As you can see behind me, I have I don't know, 55 or 60-inch TV with the YouTube channel. The graphics look good. Looks a little blurry, but that could be the resolution that I chose for the transmission, or use the TV is too big for it, but it's looking good. Actually, the image I put it to the right this time, Robert, not in the center, so you will see it later. But no, it's looking good, man. Just keep trying different things and getting better and better at it. Back to net.
No, man, this is a great proof of concept. Right now, I'm in the workshop, so when we finish the net, don't take it off. Porque entonces lo que voy a hacer is I'll go outside and grab the other phone and I'll pull it up real quick and look at it. So don't take it down. But I'm thinking that man, it's a great resource. Porque hoy en día, vaya, I don't know how many other people have Starlink or anything like that. I know that you're gonna have access. If there's anything working, you'll have access to it with I forget the name of the service that you guys get, but it's a great resource to be able to do the panes, because you could do the where's the storm at, and you could also pull up like stuff from FDOT showing highways, congestion, what's open, what isn't. There's a multitude of information that could be presented on there. So it's a good thing. It's yet another resource. So I appreciate what you're doing there, man. By the way, guys, speaking of tech, if you didn't hear earlier on, I just found this out today. I did not know this, but ARRL got hacked. And they got hacked dirty style, ransom style, a few months back. They basically got extorted for $1 million ransom, which they're claiming that the insurance company is covering it. But they got extorted for $1 million. That explains why there was certain things that were not working properly at the ARRL and all that. I didn't know anything about this. I just found it out. So if you had some moments of disenchantment with any of the ARRL services in the past few months, and you didn't know why it was sucking, well, there you go. They got all their stuff hacked and encrypted, and they had to pay to get the decryption and all this stuff. It was a pretty bad situation for them. All right, let's go ahead and open up for RF check-ins. This is W4THM with the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club Net. Anybody out there in RF land that wishes to check in, come now. All right, nothing heard in RF land. We'll give it another shot in a minute. Going back to Zello, I see W1CLT has joined us. Rodrigo, fill us in, man. What's going on? And another piece of interesting information for those who have not been keeping up. Apparently, AT&T either was on strike or is still on strike. I don't know. So, being that we're all interested in anything that has to do with communications, CLT, please fill us in. What's going on with that? And what's going on with you?
Good evening, Net Control, W1CLT. Yes, we are still on strike. By the way, I've been on since we were talking to Berito, but that's besides the point. Still on strike. We are on strike for what you call ULP, unfair labor practice, and that has been made because our contract expired August 3rd. We've been negotiating for the past couple months, but the company, in poor faith, has not sent anyone to the table that can be a decision maker. And that's not the way it works. So we're still on strike. They're saying it might be another week or two, who knows, until things get settled, because obviously we can't back down now, because then the company has us where they want us. So we got to take this in for however long it takes. So that's that. That's what the unfair labor practice is about. It's not an economic strike. It's the unfair labor practice. So it's slightly different because this is something that us, the union members, can call off whenever we want, or immediately when the company brings someone authorized to actually make decisions to the table. On a separate note, I drove by US 1 at like 181st Street today near the VW dealer in the southbound lane. And what used to be a Burger King there across the street from Big Lots is now becoming a Chick-fil-A. The building's already up, signs are up, but they're still working on the place. So that's different news there.
You see, that's not nice. You know, temptation, temptation. All right, let me go back on the list here. Oh, look at that. Hey, I see Ruben. Ruben, you're alive. Ruben, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, KN4, HYG? ¿Qué está pasando?
No, ¿qué está pasando contigo? Señor ciclista. ¿Qué está pasando ahí en el mundo de ciclista y qué está pasando por el otro lado en New Horizons?
Estamos pedaleando. 20 millas de práctica, 3 días en la semana. Eso es. No, ahí estoy chequeando ahí, no quiere enlazarse el 575 con los otros nodos y algo ahí. No sé. No sé si... No sé qué está pasando. Todavía estoy tratando de ver por qué.
Ven acá, ¿y la repetidora de Black Sheep está en strike o ya se puede conectar nodo a nodo con ella?
No sé, por ahora yo no puedo, yo no sé qué pasa, que yo no me puedo conectar con la 575, pero yo creo que el problema es en la 575 nada más.
Bueno, aquí hemos pasado como una semana de on and off thunderstorms, lightning. eh, Esa torre, imagínate, lo más alto que hay en el sur de la Florida, aquí eh, siempre le están cayendo rayos. A lo mejor algo por allá recibió un rayo, who knows. I would not be surprised. Porque han habido buenas tormentas cayendo por aquí.
Could be, pero ahí está todo bien. No sé qué le pasa al Raspberry Pi, hay algo ahí. Vamos a ver. Se queda ahí connecting en rojo, pero no hace nada.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could be something related to that. Something got spiked y o perdió una programación o hay otra cosa ahí fastidiada, who knows. Hopefully, el contacto ahí puede resolver eso. Bueno, vamos a ver. Do we have anybody else that has popped in here? Let's try Bullet again. A ver, Bullet, Bullet, did you wake up? SWP, hello. Are you there? Over. Ese se quedó mío con la botella en la boca. Alain, were you able to pull up the YouTube? Give us some feedback there.
Yes, I was able to put the YouTube up on the mobile here. It looks good. The graphic is it's really good. The only thing is Jaime is kind of dark, so I would get some stage lighting for Jaime to see his face. But other than that, it looks like a full legit news crew right there.
Bueno, eso porque en España los hombres de color están de moda, tú sabes. So he's trying to cater to a different audience. That's what's going on. Folks, don't forget we got Melbourne.
You drop.
Dang it. Okay. I was saying, don't forget that we have Melbourne Hamfest right around the corner.
Somehow you were dropping again.
Keep dropping, que estás suavizando el piso.
Wow, what's up with that? So where did I cut off at? Qué cómico el hombre este. Where did I cut off?
Melbourne.
All right. Let's try it again. I'm staring at the access point right now. So, hey, Melbourne, 11 and 12, I think. I haven't committed, but if I do, I'm going to be buying another aisle of tables. Let me know if you're going to be going. Check back so we can try to keep the group together. I'll find out this weekend what's happening with that. I hope to be going. If you haven't gone, you should go. It's a great hamfest. But plans are still in the works. But it's not too far away, man. Right around the corner. With that, does anybody have any additional traffic for the net?
I do.
Pues adelante, hombre.
Bueno, más bien una sugerencia. Aquí en el canal de YouTube no podemos quitar el live feed de Jaime y poner la foto de la que él puso el otro día por aquí, porque Jaime, cuando tú miras para la luz, are you using a round light and it reflects on your glasses y parece un robot.
Esa es la lámpara que él usa para el OnlyFans page. Déjalo tranquilo.
Yeah, it reflects on my glasses, and I have other lights I have to try. What happens also with Robert, you were saying that I look dark is because once I put the background, the YouTube feed on my background, which is very light, then it darkened me. Before I had a darker screen, so I will look lighter with the light.
Yeah, but you don't look dark on my screen. Ese es el teléfono de Alain, que ya está viejo. Wow, mira, se quitó los espejuelos, qué sexy.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
All right, I just pulled it up on a phone, so I'm looking at the map. The map works, man. That works out good. It's just enough for you to be able to follow along at home. So that's cool. That works out. And shifting everything around like that works out. So you can basically lay it out however you want. Is there a template or something?
Not really. I can just move the pieces around. You know, it's pretty much five. Right now, the screen is five. With the scroll banner is 6 items on the screen. I can reshape them and move them around. So my picture doesn't have to be big. I can make my picture very small, the logo for the club very small, and put a bigger picture or put 2 different video feeds if you need, or maps on the screen from different feeds. So no, this program this OBS program is pretty good, man. You can do a lot of things with it.
No, I see that. Very handy. And the data that you're using, do you have a way to know how much upload you need to make that happen?
I have to take a look into it and see what settings do I have now for the resolution, etc. To see, where I'm at. Can I do better quality or maybe a little bit less quality, but so use less bandwidth. So I have to take a look.
If you want to be able to receive or transmit at least in HD, you need about 10 meg speed. That's it.
That's about what it's giving me. It's giving me 10,000 kilobytes.
Okay, that's cool. Well, that is very useful. Could have you got the map on one side, on the other side, maintain a list of who's on. It could also be a list of like real world scenario. What storm shelters are open, addresses, or what gas stations are open. How many times have we been through that one? Hey, where can I get gas? Okay, well, here, we have a list on our group of what's known to be open. This is a very useful tool. I like that, man. Very, very cool. Very cool. Anybody else have anything for the net before we close?
Un día como hoy, bueno, un día como ayer era el cumpleaños de Mel Fisher. Mel Fisher, famous for finding the Atocha treasure off the coast of Florida here in the Mel Fisher Museum in Key West. Rest in peace.
Yes. The guy who's responsible for me spending thousands of dollars in metal detecting equipment. Oh man. Yeah, by the way, if you're into that, from what I understand, they haven't rebuilt the beaches in a lot of Florida. So, if you ever got curious to go do that along the beach, man, go along the Treasure Coast. You don't have to get a fancy one. A metal detector that costs $300-400 nowadays outperformed something that cost $1,000 5 years ago. And go hit the beach. Who knows? Might find something cool. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna go ahead and close the net. 8:02 p.m. This is the South Florida Latin Amateur Radio Club for Thursday, August 22nd, and we now return the frequency to its amateur abuse. Yeah, I'm digging that YouTube thing, man. That's pretty awesome. You're gonna have a whole bunch of resources posted up there, and